is absolutely a crazy strategy here from GoRush. And this is, remember, this is the grand finals of the Pro League, and so this is really, really crazy. He's going for this kind of a strategy on here. He's not out yet, though. C still just at 2 bases, and GoRush, of course, on his 3rd base back up now. As soon as he cleared out those Marines down the bottom right, he sent another drone in and built that base up. And he's actually, I didn't realize he'd gotten it so saturated down there as well. In fact, I think he just ran some of his drones from his natural expansion down there. So that's one of the reasons why he's got it there. So anyway, C moving in here is trying to take the high ground with some tanks. And tanks are going to be extremely effective against mass hydras, especially with M&M support. They're just going to be ridiculously effective. And he's getting a second factory up, in fact, in the front of his base. So he's going to be able to get a lot of tanks out there. But GoRush moving in here with a bunch of hydras now. Tanks are not sieged up. They're going to have to run back, though. Just too many Marines. He's going to have to run back, try and take the defensive for the moment here. He looks like he tried to use the high ground for a second, but it didn't quite work out there. And C's Marines are just going to be able to chase it. He just has too many Marines, and they're just going to be able to do so much damage to those Hydralisks with the stim packs. And really, for this to work, GoRush is going to need a lot more Hydralisks, or he's going to need to get Lurkers. I don't know why he hasn't gotten Lurkers yet. I really have no clue why he doesn't have Lurkers. He's had the den up. He's had the lair up. He should have the Lurker upgraded by now. Maybe he does. Maybe he's morphing somewhere as we speak. But I haven't seen a single Lurker thus far. And it looks like this may have been his plan all along to go mass Hydra Ling, because, okay, there's the Lurkers. Okay, he does have some Lurkers out now. It's very, very important. He needs to use those Lurkers properly. I'm not sure if it didn't look like he was going for any kind of a hive, though. But he's just going for mass mid-level units, because he's got the Evo chambers. I think I saw 2 Evo chambers. So he's going to be going for big ground upgrades here. And C, meanwhile, is pushing in here, trying to basically do kind of a slow push with tanks and M&Ms. And this is more what we're kind of used to seeing in StarCraft, the Zerg player using Lurkers to try and hold things off until they can buy time to get up enough forces or to get Hive Tech. But GoRush not going for Hive Tech at all, it looks like. And he's going to, C's going to do another drop behind GoRush's natural expansion. I don't know if GoRush realizes that he's microing his forces here. He's going to lose a few drones to that expansion. I don't think he's going to lose that expansion, though. He's going to be able to send in some forces there. And it looks like no medics in the game. And, oh, actually, he's even going to pick up those forces and run them to the main. He'll be able to get some more drone kills in the main base there. In the meantime, C also pushing in slowly and steadily with his tanks, sieging up, moving his Marines forward a little bit to protect his siege mode. Excuse me, and then unsieging, moving up forward again. Oh my gosh, but GoRush has a ton of forces. He has really been macroing pretty well, and he has a lot of forces going on here. And plus, the addition of those, here's the kicker, is he's got a lot of Lurkers. Usually there's going to be a big deal. And oh no, he might catch the Lurkers out of position. If he catches the Lurkers as they're hatching, it'll be absolutely horrible. The Lurkers hatch, and GoRush sends in his forces to protect his hatching Lurkers at just the right moment. And GoRush is going to, oh man, and the tanks caught out of position are going to just get slaughtered. But wow, that is a lot of Lurkers, but he doesn't have them in position. C may be able to take down this hatchery before the forces can get in here. It doesn't look like he decided to target and fire the hatchery, though, or move his Marines at all, so he's not going to be able to take that out. And wow, and actually GoRush coming in from both sides to take that out. And oh, C, the dropship, I think, went over and attacked that 4th base, so C did get a base out of that after all. Now macroing off of 6 barracks, and it looks like he's protecting against the drop as well. He's got turrets and some Marines over on the side there to protect against the possible drop. But wow, this is just crazy. And this also, I mean, you can kind of tell if you've watched a lot of StarCraft these days that things are still, you know, it's kind of interesting that they're still moving a little bit slower than you would expect. The macro is just a little bit off for C, and the strategy is a little bit off. It's just interesting to see that how things have progressed in the last couple of years. That's my impression, at least. But here's that drop that GoRush is planning on sending in here. C has got fully prepared for it in the back of his main, but it doesn't look like he's prepared for it in his natural expansion. That could be a good target for GoRush. We'll see what he does. In the meantime, a large force in the middle. C has managed to re-macro up a lot of Marines, and that's what I was going to say earlier, but I didn't have a chance to because of the battle, is that because, oh, and wow, the drop gets driven off. Drop gets driven off by those turrets. He had no idea those turrets were there and pulled back in the last second. But yeah, because of those Hydralisks mixed in, the science vessels are far less effective. He can't really get in with his science vessels very easily to irradiate the key units, the lurkers, what have you. And oh, here comes a large battle, but I think C's tanks are going to prevail. But no, there is forces inside those overlords still, and he drops them into battle. And wow, and so C's forces get absolutely slaughtered. GoRush is consistently winning these battles, and I think C is just not going to be able to macro up enough forces to deal with this in time. He's got those 6 barracks going, but he keeps losing battles and losing his army, and he's not developing that huge Terran ball that he really needs to deal with this. C using the high ground to his advantage, though, and being very strategic about the way he moves his forces around. And that kind of thing. In the meantime, C has taken the top left base, by the way, and that is crucial. So that means C is actually macroing off 3 bases now, and GoRush off of 4. I believe he's gotten his 4th base back up and running. Although, yeah, it looks like they're both probably going to mine out of their mains here in just a second. Queen's Nest finally going down for GoRush. Would have been expecting him to try and go for Hive Tech a little bit sooner. He's just been going off of mass forces. But only one starport up until this moment producing science vessels. So with not as many science vessels on the ground, it was less crucial for him to have that Hive Tech, I guess. But that's not necessarily true, actually. But anyway, there's GoRush on the left, by the way, looking very intent, and the coaches play side by side on the right of the two teams. Wow, this is this is absolutely crazy. Anyway, C, it looks like he's moving down here now. C, basically, I mean, even though the kind of the dynamic, the details and the dynamic and the pace of the game has changed a lot in the last few years, last couple of years. The basic strategy is pretty much the same as far as TVZ. I mean, this is back before Mech was ever done. So the strategy is pretty much the same, where the Terran's going to want to try and shut down expansions, that sort of thing. And C doing a good job of spreading out his Marines, but there's just too many lurkers. Get a couple lucky shots off. And oh, it looks like GoRush is going to drop a couple of units in that top left base, and that is going to disrupt mining. I actually don't know if there's anything in that Overlord. And there is. Oh, lurker drops out. And is C going to realize it? It doesn't look like it's going to matter too much, though, because the lurker's only a single lurker, and he's not attacking the best line of fire against those SCVs. But C has just really taken out all defenses in that bottom right base. And really, if C can take down that bottom right base, then he's going to be in an excellent position. Because, I mean, he's just going to have GoRush. I mean, that's the thing. That's what I was trying to say is you need the Terran needs to shut down the expansions of the Zerg as much as possible. And if he can do that, which is what he's trying to do, then he'll be in really good shape in the long term. But C now getting his 4th base up. C has gotten his 4th base up at the 9 o'clock position. If he can, and it looks like he is going to shut down this 3 o'clock base, this 4 o'clock base, and he's also stopped mining at the bottom right base, so C has taken a definite lead here. GoRush is barely mining at all right now. He's just mining out his main. His natural expansion is probably not too close to mined out because he didn't have a ton of drones on it, but it's not going to provide him stuff for much longer. Yeah, look, his main is almost mined out, and he's getting defilers out now, but I don't think he's the economy to support this. He's just lost 2 bases. That 3rd base that he had before is being camped out by a small squad of Marines, so GoRush is almost not producing at all. Here he comes in. It looks like C is going for the killing blow here. C is going to move in with some tanks to siege up on those sunken colonies. He's got medic Marines to protect as well. He's got medic Marines. He's got Marines all over the map as well. Some irradiates going down on the lurkers that are morphing. So as soon as they pop, they're going to be raided. Oh, Scourge popping out just at the perfect position to take out those a single science vessel, but it's just too much. The lurkers get absolutely slaughtered to no effect. The lurkers get slaughtered as they pop out with the irradiates and the medic Marines, and he is going to lose that natural expansion. It's the only real place he's mining right now. And it looks like C is going to take this game. And in fact, this is going to be the time when NBC Game does overthrow SKT1 as the Pro League champions, is what it looks like. And the Defiler Man is going to go down before he can even upgrade, consume, or possibly even produce a single Defiler. He's in full breach now. The drone's running into the corner of the map just to hide. And there's GG coming from GoRush, and C has won the match. And there is the NBC Game coaches just absolutely rejoicing. Wow, I really wish it's times like these I really wish I'd started following Pro Starcraft earlier. I missed out on some great moments in the history of Starcraft, and here is Here is one of them, and absolute craziness going on from the NBC camp. There's Jelizerg, by the way, used to be on NBC Game, and Bisu also used to be on NBC Game, by the way. They NBC Game has got to be kicking themselves these days for giving away basically two of the better players in the game. Although July is kind of off and on, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, GG. Thanks for watching. And again, everyone that donated to me, thank you extremely much. If there's anything I can do commentary-wise to repay you, please let me know, because you guys keep me in house and home and food. And anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Take care.